recordings. So if you're interested, here we go. Okay, so if you're interested in learning what devices I use to do my voiceovers and make my recordings for the DaretoShare channel, here is that information. And I'm going to try to be as thorough as I possibly can. Okay, so this first device here, and I'm using my scale ruler to point and show you what I use. So this first device here is the Sony IC recorder. It does the job. It is USB accessible, so that means that you can attach it to your computer by USB port. What I like about this device is that it affords me to record on a micro SD card, and I can carry that card for months and months without filling it up, and it's easily readable through a card reader. I don't have any problems whatsoever. It was very inexpensive. I purchased this one from Office Depot. It was less than $50. I used this all through college and was very, very successful. I really enjoyed using this one. This is something that I've had for, oh my goodness, for the better of maybe 5 or 6 years, and it still works. So the Sony IC recorder. For all of these products, I will leave information in the description box below. If you're interested, you can check the description box for each one of these. In addition, at the end of the video, I will also provide a sample recording for each device. On the channel, on the DaretoShare channel, I have used all of these different devices to make the recordings. Most recently, the iPhone. I've used this iPhone. If you're familiar with Apple, you know that they have a voice memo recorder, and I've used this for so many times. It's so easy. Especially Apple allows you to share files between devices by easily airdropping. I'm not sure if airdrop is available to you, like to say airdrop to any other type of platform, but I know between Apple products, I complete a recording, I share it, and I get the option to airdrop. When I select airdrop, it provides me with the different devices that are nearby, that it's reading on my Wi-Fi, and I want to say it does require the Bluetooth Wi-Fi. Not positive about that, but I always have those two selected, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and I get the options to either send the file to either one of those that might be available or that might come up. And whenever I select send to Macbook, for example, the file immediately pops up on my MacBook, and I just take that particular file and drop it into the editing software, and I have it right there. The way that I have it set up is that everything comes to the downloads folder on my computer, and so I know that if I don't get to it immediately, I can always check my downloads folder and go and fetch the file, or if it hasn't arrived there, I know that it's stored on this device. Any iPhone will do. Though I've upgraded, I haven't used my iPhone 6 Plus to make any recording, so I don't know how that sounds. Let's see, what else? Oh yes, absolutely. Because I purchased a Apple computer a few years ago, it offered me the software Garageband, or the application Garageband. It's on this iPhone because of that, and I've used it from time to time, Garageband, not through this but on my computer, but that's also associated with Apple, so I thought that I would mention it now. So GarageBand, what is GarageBand, you might ask? GarageBand is an application for the creatively musically inclined individuals. It offers you all this type of, you can synthesize music, you can do voiceovers, it records the voice, you can change the voice in so many different ways through the computer utilizing that application. And I've used it in the past and found it to be so beautiful when recording the voiceovers. So yeah, I'll provide a example of the Garageband sound also. The device right up here, I'm going to reach in and put it right here. This is a card reader. This card reader, keep in mind, the two devices that I've showed you so far, yes, they do attach to the computer, but you only get so many ports in which to connect devices to. So many years ago, I invested in a card reader, and you can get these from I don't want to say anywhere, but I'll link in the description box to Amazon where you can get this. I want to say that I may have purchased this one from Walmart. It's not that expensive. It affords you 3 additional USB ports at the same time, allowing you to utilize a card reader. And so it will read 6 different cards, and you have 6 different ports. So the SD card, the normal size SD card, it reads it, in addition to the micro SD card that comes with this, that I have to use for this device. It also reads it in its own separate port. So I really like having the versatility of this device instead of having to utilize all my ports on my computer. I just attach this thing and I get all these different ports. The versatility of it is unbelievable. All right, so those 3. Now, my absolute favorite, you guys will know that we were updating and upgrading the systems for the channel, the DaretoShare channel. Well, I pulled this thing out. It's the H4n Zoom. I've had this for over a couple years by now, easily. I purchased it from Best Buy. I want to say the price range is anywhere from, at the time I purchased it, maybe between $150 to $200, like that. I really, really missed how rich, how deep, how beautiful the voice can sound when utilizing the H4n Zoom. Now, I'm only talking to you from my experience. I don't know what else is out there. There could be other platforms out there, but I'm only going off of what I understand so far and what I've researched and what's worked. And like, we're learning to work within our means, right? So I purchased this, and when I used it to record Overcoming Crisis Chapter 7 on the channel, if you go back 1 chapter, you will see the difference between the recording for Chapter 6, which was recorded using this, and then the recording for Chapter 7, which was recorded using the H4n Zoom. You can tell immediately the difference. At least I can. Just real quickly, it's also USB accessible. Also, the recordings are stored on a USB, on an SD card, excuse me. I'm going to do a video specifically that caters to this H4n Zoom. So I'm not going to say too much more about it, except that it produces some of the best. If you can afford to go this route, it is awesome. You will not be disappointed that you did. Now, I don't want to by any shape or form or means discredit any of these, because these work just as beautifully. They get the job done. Now, this cord here, it's an AC adapter. It does not come with the H4n Zoom. It's an additional purchase. So you do have the option of not using the batteries. This does require 2 AA batteries. You can have constant power utilizing the AC adapter. The cord in the corner right here is called a Sescom cord. This cord, I can attach this to here and then to my DSLR camera, which I'm using right now to record this video. And this way I can synchronize the footage, the video footage, with audio at the same time. Otherwise, if I don't utilize this cord here and I'm just recording it separately, I have to synchronize the audio in production when I'm editing the chapter or what have you. But I hope this video was beneficial to you. I hope someone was able to see that there's multiple platforms that you can use in which to do voiceovers for your videos, for your recordings, for anything. I mean, the sky is the limit. I actually take this thing very seriously now. I've used this to record like appointments and meetings and just day-to-day stuff, grocery list, make little to-do list, because I think it's just so awesome to be able to record it immediately. I don't have a pen nearby all the time, but I do have my cell phone. And I don't use it on here now because I've upgraded, but I've used my cell phone for a myriad of things. I have much more respect for this, but this is easily accessible, my cell phone. This does require AAA batteries, 2 AAA batteries. This, you only need your computer and your USB port and you're good to go. But every last one of them gets the job done. It's never a bad thing to be prepared to have a backup, because if you have this on site or you're starting a project with this one and your batteries die out, you can always revert to your cell phone. You can always revert to your cell phone. Heaven forbid that you're on a very important project and you forget this and you have to record with any of these things, but that's not a problem either. Come to think of it, it's really not a problem. The editing software can actually match the audio for whatever device you use. So just thought I'd share that with you. But this is my handy dandy scale ruler, and I've had this for, oh my God, my daughter's 8 years old. I've had this for probably 7, 8, maybe between 8 to 9 years. I took a class that required this ruler, and so it allows me to draw things to scale. Alright, so I hope the video was beneficial to you. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Comments, leave them below. Subscribe to the channel, because you never know what I'm going to share. Also, please check the description box below for links to all of this that if you're interested in purchasing for your own studio or what have you, or if you're looking to get involved and do something along the lines of earning a passive income. YouTube is an awesome platform for that. Then check the description box below for information on how you could acquire any of these things. As always, be blessed and have a wonderful day. Bye. Thank you so much for returning to the Dare to Share channel. We are continuing along in the works of Dr. Miles Monroe. Chapter 8, Reading Long Stories and Novels. The novel is The One Bright Book of Life, D.H. Lawrence. What you will learn in this chapter to describe. Dr. Miles Monroe, Rediscovering the Kingdom, Expanded Edition. Dedication. To the millions of religious people around the world working tirelessly. Chapter 1, Global Crisis, Personal Crisis. Seeds of faith are always within us. Sometimes it takes a crisis to nourish and encourage their growth,